So Bruce says it's perfect. Can you believe we get to do this stuff? Oh, man. Oh, Bitcoin. All right.
I love Bitcoin.
Okay, look.
Bitcoin.
In the great state of Texas, there's 29.5 million people. Okay. 18% of you have a credit score of 750 or higher. And you have somewhere between $100,000 and $1 and $750,000. Okay, so you're our target audience. That's 5,310,000 of you. Okay, and if you take that average to 375,000, so we're just taking the 100 to the 750, split it in half. The average of that, right down here. Can you see this? Bam. There's $1,991 billion sitting here in the great state of Texas, just sitting there waiting to be spent. You guys are waiting to spend it, and you do spend it all the time on something. So I built this network before. Instead of building a network on marketing and advertising dollars, which I've never done, but I have built a network 3 times. Okay. And every time I bought all the airtime, I never sold commercial breaks, and I just promoted the site, our business here. Okay. So we're promoting smart money culture, but in here, we're going to bring on companies that do hundreds of millions of dollars, like DeBella. I used to work for them. They love me. Okay. Doing about $400 million a year. They have a marketing budget of about $48 million. We're going to take a percentage of that if they want to give us some business. And same way with New Reach Education. I worked for them. I was the top salesman. I was so far ahead of everybody. It was ridiculous. They fired me. Well, they didn't really fire me. They said, hey, you got to go, fat little India. Go somewhere else. You sell too much. But they love me. I got Jack on here. We're going to do stuff with New Reach, right? They do a couple of $100 million. They got like a 24 million. I don't know what it is. I'm just guessing based on their revenue that they bring in every year, what their marketing budget is. And how I know that is because you can't have a business and do hundreds of millions of dollars a year unless you're spending 12 to 24% of your revenue on that. I know that because I've been in business a long time. I already know this. We'll break it down to you some other time. But we're going to take some of this revenue. If each one of them gave me a total of 18 million, I'm going to pay some of that back to our content creators for putting out good content. And that's how you'll get paid here as a content creator, okay? But we want these companies that come on that pay for the network to explain to you as a consumer, I got 3 minutes, you as a consumer, exactly how they do their business. Like when DeBella, they do great. And I was looking at one of their vendors. One of their vendors explains exactly how they make the material and then how it gets shipped. And then the prices of it. And then they show how it's put on and what kind of contractors put on and the warranties. And guess who their target audience is? People like you who have disposable income. Okay. So that's their target audience. We want these contractors or vendors, whoever, like the precious gold people, Bruce, we want those guys to be very transparent about buying and value, what it looks like. Could you imagine having like $100,000 or $1 million or 10 million in gold? Holy cow. Are you allowed to have that much? I don't know. But anyway, we want them to explain the business so the consumers that have this money right here, that $1.9 trillion, or in my network, $155 billion, so they'll feel comfortable with spending money. And then they'll come back and buy more products from us. So when you have a station, I could have a food network. I could have an energy network. I could have the Bruce Porter network. That's for you, Bruce. I knew you'd like that one. Anyway, all right. That's it in a nutshell. That's how it works. If you no risk it, no biscuit. That's what I tell people all the time. But I'm willing to give these companies here, we're going to develop shows around these folks so they can explain themselves and be transparent about their products so people can buy them. That's all. Same way with if you have a gold, business with gold and silver and stuff, like, explain yourself. Let's see it. Nobody wants to see a commercial. That's the problem in marketing and advertising is it's pretty. You buy it. That's when the sale starts, and that's when the problem starts. It's going to commercial. Bye. See you later.
Nice.
It's not on commercial on the screen here.
It's not on commercial. Fly.
Oh, that's classic.
I got 1 minute, and I'm watching Go Bigly with Fli Macke. Thanks for bringing us into your home. Tell everybody you know. If you want to get in the business, write a check. It's that simple. Thanks for bringing us in. See ya.
That's Mr. Fli Macke.
Too bad for screwing it up for 30 minutes.
The man with
26
the plan.
minutes.
I'm going to pull him down here. We could not help ourselves, but to bring him on, this guy, he dropped a couple $1 million.
Yep.
And I gotta get him at meet him there. Dropped a couple $1 million on buying all this airtime. And of course, David and I put this guy on stage. What, 5-6 years ago, David?
Yeah, out there in Vegas.
He comes up to me, talking about this TV thing and this and that and the other. And he kept talking, and one of the guys was late for his stage. And I go, "Why don't you just come up on stage and tell everybody about it?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, all right." He hops up on stage.
Yeah.
Tells everyone about it. And anyway, we keep in touch a little bit, and then a few months later, he reaches out and says, "Hey man, we're ready."
Yeah. Yeah. We're like, oh wow, you have a TV network. That's pretty interesting.
And now we're on TV in the 4th largest economy in the world, in Texas. We have hundreds of thousands of millions of viewers, hundreds of thousands per day coming in, watching on the television sets. That number is going to go way up. We're just penetrating the market.
Yeah.
He's going to now buy a whole bunch of more channels.
Yeah, based on different topics. So right now we're doing the business and the money flow channel.
The business and the money flow channel with Mr. Fli Macke there. He's the man with the plan. It's funny. Life is funny, right? Life is funny. And now his ad is playing. You want to see the ad? Should we play the ad?
Yeah, let's roll it.
Yeah. Here is that.
Does it seem like the world is passing you by? Have you ever dreamed of going anywhere you want, whenever you want? I don't always buy cryptocurrency, but when I do, it's Bitcoin.
Is that it?
When we get rocketed into the 4th dimension, what happens is our spirit goes there so fast, it takes a minute for our body to catch up. Have you ever wanted to forgive somebody but just couldn't get the words out? It's because our body is not there yet. So the recommendation is this, and it's pretty simple. Just say it. Sometimes we don't get a second chance.
In your hood, new thing. With me, so
law of attraction comes from how we carry ourselves, not what we say. It's not about how big the house is or the bank account or what we've accomplished. Let others talk about that. Don't let the economy affect you. You affect the economy that you live in. You can't run from fears. You chase them.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
People think the more credit you get, the worse your score is going to be.
Yeah.
It's
Let
completely-
me pull that down there.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. I've been around the world. David has too. We've helped out a lot of people along the way. Also had a lot of people help us out along the way. Normally, I am after this, that, and the other. And of course, we were in the modeling business for a while too. So those girls you helped out, man, they never really came back to help you out. They always bit you in the butt. Like whoever you helped out, man, you can pretty much guarantee that they were gonna turn around and once you they didn't help you out or whatever. But this seems this is pretty awesome. So if you are interested in getting on the Smart Money Culture TV network, let me know. You can also just go straight to the site and let them know that you saw it. And then as well, you heard him. I think it was on there. If you want to get involved, you write a check. Okay, none of these small checks, 100,000 plus, and not your last 100,000. Okay, if you got $500,000, then give them $250,000. If you got $4 million, give them $2 million.
There you go.
Yes. So we're going to expand this thing right now. It's millions of people reach. It's going to be, I think the target is 50 million per day. Is that the target? So we're adding Tallahassee and a few other places. Should be pretty cool. But yeah, that is it. We were kind of going back and forth, and David said, "Should we go live?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." That's Fli Macke. He's the man with the plan. And he's why he's got me waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. You are a trooper.
It's no joke.
Yep.
It's no
Here's
joke.
the
5 a.m. Show, and then again that's 5 a.m. in Texas, of course, and 6 a.m. for me. I'm up at 5, and then again we do the show at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. my time in DC. Anyway, that's it, guys. Cheers. We love you guys. David, you're the man. We're working as well behind the scenes on a lot of different things. So we'll have some good content coming up. And really, in general, pretty excited about the whole thing. It is a lot of fun doing the shows. We enjoy it.
Yes, big time. Good stuff, bro. Get in touch with us.
Oh, and if you did miss we did miss our earlier show today, and I know that I had to run to school. You know how it is. I have kids, so one of them thought she hurt her eye or something. Thank God she was fine. But we replayed our morning show. So anyway, cheers, guys.
Cheers.